Hi guys, today I am taking you along with me to the real streets of Malindi, raw and unfiltered as it is in January 2024. And as you watch this video, I'll be giving you a little background history on Malindi as one of the best tourist destinations in the Kenyan coast. Now, if it's your first time on this channel, kindly take 0.01 seconds of your time and subscribe to this amazing channel. And if you haven't given the video a thumbs up yet, kindly do so because this is one of the best ways to support your girl. Malindi is a town on Malindi Bay at the mouth of the Sabaki River, lying on the Indian Ocean coast of Kenya. Malindi is located approximately 120 kilometers northeast of Mombasa. And Malindi's population as of the 2019 census was 119,859. Tourism is the major industry in Malindi, Kenya, and Malindi is the largest urban center in Kilifi County. Majority of Malindi's population is Muslim. Malindi is served with a domestic airport and a highway between Mombasa and Lamu, and it's popular among the Italian tourists. Malindi developed as part of the emerging Swahili civilization in the 5th to 10th centuries. Bantu-speaking farmers moved into the area where they smelted iron, built timber and wattle houses thatched with palm leaves, and they spoke a local dialect called Kiswahili. They began building walled towns, coral houses, and elites converted into Islam because they often spoke Arabic. In 1498, Malindi was a prosperous town with a population between 5 to 10,000 people when the Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama met Malindi authorities in 1498 to sign a trade agreement and hire a guide for the voyage in India when he erected a pardao, known today as the Vasco da Gama Pillar, which is now a popular tourist attraction both locally and internationally. In 1499, the Portuguese established a trading port in Malindi that served as a rest stop on the way to and from India, and Malindi remained the center of Portuguese activities in Eastern Africa until 1593, when the Portuguese moved their main base to Mombasa. After the Portuguese departed, the town gradually declined until it almost disappeared by the end of the 17th century. An 1823 United Kingdom Admiralty Chart of Melinda declared that at that time there were no vestiges of the once splendid city of Melinda, now known as Malindi, apart from the Vasco da Gama Pillar. In 1845, Dr. Ludwig Krapf visited the town of Malindi and found it overgrown by vegetation and highly uninhabited. A Portuguese chapel with a graveyard was built before 1542 when Francis Xavier visited Malindi. Malindi was later refounded by Sultan Majid of Zanzibar in 1861, and until the end of the 19th century, Malindi served as a center of the slave trade. And in 1903, Malindi was officially made a town, and 10 years later its population stood at around 1148, which consisted of 843 Africans, 230 Arabs, 67 Asians, and 8 Europeans. Malindi experienced a trade boom between the end of the First World War and 1925 when a famine occurred. In the 1930s, the Europeans started returning to Malindi and were buying land from the Arabs. Malindi was one of the only 2 towns in East Africa bombed by the Italians on the 24th October 1940. After the bombing, Allied troops were stationed in the town until the end of the war, and after the World War II, Malindi began developing again. And during this period, Commander Lawford opened the first hotels, which became the foundation of the future tourist industry in Malindi. And speaking of Lawford hotels, it's still existing up to date. And guys, this is the face of Malindi in January 2024, and this is the Mombasa Malindi Lamu Highway.